this deck here we just made. So I want to tear into some hot topics. I talk about financing a lot, but I also get a lot of calls from contractors that have never offered it. Hey, I swear someday I'm going to develop a AI tool called Hey Chris, because it always starts like this. Hey Chris, I've got one customer that asked me for financing. We've always offered cash only, or we just do restoration, storm, insurance work. We don't do retail. Hey, I need to help this one customer. Now, when I do an intake and a consultation with a contractor to understand their business, their market, their pricing, their margins, their competitors, what they're selling, what their average ticket is, what their goals are, this is the type of information I go over when I talk to contractors so I can understand your business inside and out, so I can better serve you. When someone says they have one customer, that's a concern for me. And I equate it to the story of you're in a forest, you see a tree, you got to do something to that tree. You got to chop it down, you got to climb it, you got to get the fruit off, like whatever it is that you got to do. Maybe it's your Christmas tree, who knows? Doesn't matter. You just see one tree. That's your one customer that's asking you for financing. Meanwhile, the opportunity is the entire forest. It's the entire forest, which is the entire marketplace, which is the whole, 5 Mile Famous, your entire zip code of other customers or other trees that you actually could be helping. So unlocking growth through financing, you think about it this way for your business. This is what we really specialize in with our program, is spending an entire year supporting you building a finance program that works in your business, not just for you, not just for your sales reps, the entire organization. Your front desk professional should know what to say when someone calls and asks if you have financing. They don't need to be a financier. They don't have to know everything about the programs. They just have to say, we absolutely have low monthly affordable payment options or promotional financing going on right now that can help you with affordability. John, your sales rep, will go over all that stuff when he meets with you in your home, Mr. Smith or Mrs. Smith, right? They should know this. So this is the important stuff we're going to kind of talk about in this presentation. Let me just reduce the size of my noggin here so you can see each one of these decks. Cool. So what is the impact of financing, and, what difference does financing make? Well, it's pretty clear that if you were, let me see here. I'm not sure if this is the right magazine, but Qualified Remodeler, Top 500 list, Top 200 list, 97% of those residential contractors that are in there offer a financing solution. So that impact alone should show you that, well, if they're doing it, I should do it. It makes sense, especially if you're not doing it now. You're missing all of the opportunities of customers that need affordability. From the simplicity of having a web page on your site saying that you offer a low monthly payment option. If you don't have it there and they're actually seeking that, they may skip you. So what difference does it make? Well, it makes the world a difference. If you offer it and if you don't offer it. Could be the deciding factor of you making it a business or not. Because financing will allow your customers to purchase these home improvements that are a $20,000 ticket, a $10,000 ticket, a $50,000 ticket, a $150,000 ticket. And it reduces it down to a payment. The same way that you bought an automobile is what happens in financing for home improvements. We're just going to reduce the price to an affordable payment option. And that affordable payment option can be from 2 years to 20 years. It could be a 12-month same as cash, an 18-month same as cash. It could be a secured loan up to 30 years. Like, there's many, many different solutions within this. But that's what it does. It's going to take that contract price that scares them at the point of sale because they don't have the money, or they don't want to use the money that they do have in the bank account or put on a credit card, and to make it easy and remove the friction at the point of sale for you to sell what you sell. So the impact on your business will show exponential growth, especially once all your sales reps adopt it and then learn how to sell it, which is what I do. I go in and work with your team to make them comfortable on how to present this thing at the point of sale. Talked to a contractor last week, and he said, one of my guys does a great job. And I'm like, what about the other 15? Well, we got to work on them. Could you imagine if he had 15 professionals rowing in the same direction? It's that easy. It's just a lot of owners and don't have the time to do this and to launch a successful finance program. Well, that's what I'm here for. So the impact could be massive. Let me get back here. Exploring finance opportunities. There's different types of finance models. Today, I'm just going to discuss unsecured versus secured. So and I'll use the most simplistic approach to this. Unsecured means it's not secured to the home. Secured lending means it's secured to the home. It could be in a first or a second lien position. Unsecured basically means the customer has the good enough credit to get a loan and they've got debt to income that qualifies from the lender. Secured is typically credit score, DTI, and equity based. So those are two different financing models that we help at Improvifi with our contractors. And both of these can be offered at the point of sale with a soft credit pull in less than 5 minutes. So there's no impact to your customer's credit. They won't get hurt seeing what they're qualified for. This is what I train contractors to do at the point of sale through a mobile app or a computer. What is the difference between indirect lending and direct to consumer? This is super important because a lot of contractors are confused. They see these ads that are running on social media. No dealer fees. We're a home improvement lender. That's your direct-to-consumer ads that you see that you get so excited about because you're so scared and don't understand what a dealer fee is or a merchant fee and how to build it into your pricing so the consumer actually pays for it when the cost of the contract. I unpack all that for contractors and make it make sense. I mean, we've got 2% fixed dealer fees from 2 to 20 years for credit scores from 600 to 850. 2% ain't going to break your back. Hell, you're probably already collecting 3% on a merchant credit card processing fee. So I'll rebut that all day long. Don't fall for the direct-to-consumer lie. Unless you want to give your customer with a 750 FICO a 19 to a 30% interest, 36% interest rate on a 5-year term and get kicked in the teeth by the customer, lose the customer, get a bad review because they think that you took advantage of them. There's about 3 or 4 of these platforms out there that you'll see online. It's a big lie. Direct-to-consumer are personal loans. They're not home improvement loans. It's not a retail installment contract. It's a personal loan. If you're a new contractor and you can't qualify for merchant lending or indirect lending, call me. I'll give you 2 solutions today that are way better than where they charge you. I don't know how much they charge you to use their platforms. I'll get you going today and get you taken care of. Don't fall for the ad. You see the reviews. They hate them. Anyway, let me get off that soapbox. Indirect lending. Indirect lending gives you control at the point of sale, control in a good way, control in a way that you're going to help that customer secure the deal, get the deal done now, deals locked in, rates locked in, terms locked in, do the build, get paid directly to your ACH. No paperwork, no friction, no problem. Indirect lending, merchant lending is the way to go. Move my big old noggin over here. Benefits for your business. Well, here's 6 of them. There's about 120, but these are the 6 ones that I decided to talk about today. Expand your customer base. Well, obviously, the more affordability you can bring to what you sell, the more attractive you're going to be in the marketplace. The more 5-star reviews that you get in your marketplace, the more people will refer you to their neighbors because, wow, this air conditioner was $10,000, but Scoville HVAC made it super affordable. Expanding your customer base is just simply helping make the sale so you can turn them into a lifetime value. Repeat business, maintenance programs. See you in 5 years, see you in 10 years. Like customers for life approach, not just one-time commodity sales. Boosting your sales revenue. 8,000, 10,000, 12,000. They see that 12,000 only $32 more a month. You can already see that sometimes the good, better, and best theory and sales process. They'll love it. They'll justify it in their head when they see that the number on a good, better, or best, they'll either go for better or best. It happens every single time. Building customer loyalty. When I'm done training your team, they're going to know how to talk about financing at the point of sale. Loyalty is being a professional in the marketplace, being a consultant with what you sell to help your customers understand what they're buying, but more importantly, going that added step, almost really being a financial advisor. But imagine your sales pros know how to speak enough about the financing to get the deal done to make the customer feel confident that they're doing business with the right professional. Imagine this also, because you're not going to win all the deals, but could you imagine spoiling it for the contractor that follows you if you can't close the sale? That happens all the time. You know what? We've got 2 other bids coming in. Thanks, Chris. No problem, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Let me know if there's any other questions I can answer for you. I'm here to help you. And then the next schmuck comes in that doesn't offer financing, and they really tuned in with what you were saying about the 12 or the 18 months, same as cash, or the low monthly payment option with no prepayment penalty. And the other 2 guys that come in for bids don't even mention it. You're going to get a rehash. It happens all the time. So loyal customers, competitive edge. If you ain't advertising it, you're missing out. There's hundreds of ways to advertise it. We talk about that in the program as well. Your door hangers, your QR codes, your online ads, your website. This competitive edge is going to edge you out for your competitors that aren't offering an affordable payment solution. Mitigating seasonal fluctuations. There's different ways that you can get financing up front and use it over time. So if time is an issue due to seasonal fluctuations, like up north, we get frozen tundra sometimes. So there's different ways that you can utilize and leverage financing during the different seasonal fluctuations. And maybe it's shoulder season in HVAC and you come up with a special promo at the end of the season when things are slowing up. There's many different ways that you can leverage financing to help mitigate those seasonal fluctuations that we see in the United States. I mean, I know air conditioning in California last year was tough because they had such mild temps. So increasing your average transactional value. This is just a given. When you offer the affordable payment solution, you will see an average transaction value increase. Your margins will go up. Our lender will actually tell you what the max financing is. So if you're there selling a $30,000 roof or $30,000 something, and we tell the consumer, hey, congratulations, you're qualified to 50, they may add stuff on. And that goes for like air conditioning. Maybe it's insulation. Maybe it's added ductwork. Maybe it's a higher SEER. So increasing your average transactional value is huge as well. Expanding your customer base opens doors and broader demographic of customers. It's just a given. By offering advertising, you're going to open up the marketplace. Not everyone can afford to pay up front, especially right now. I mean, I joke around about it, but I'm really not joking. We're financing our gasoline and our groceries. However, we do pay it off at the end of the month on an Amex. We're still financing it. And if you say, hey, Chris, I don't offer financing, man, I'll ask you, do you take credit cards? And they say, yes. I'm like, that is a form of financing it. Although, typically, not always, hold me to this, your customer may be buying that $10,000 air conditioning unit, getting the points. But at the end of the month, that interest rate might be 29, 26, 25%. So by offering a financing solution, you can give them an affordable payment to pay over time with no prepayment penalty, taking that $10,000 ticket to $80 or $92 or $132. It doesn't matter, whatever program you're selling, whatever the term is, the dollar amount will adjust. But that's how you reduce a big ticket and make it a small, affordable payment solution. Cater to individuals who prefer manageable monthly payments. There's 2 types of borrowers. There's cash buyers that love promo, and then there's payment buyers that like monthly budgets. And once you've determined at the point of sale, we also train you this in the program on who's sitting in front of you. You can better serve that customer with the finance solutions that you have. Hey, Mr. Smith, I see that you like promos on everything, right? You got an 850 credit score. I bet you never pay interest. No, man. I like to leverage money. They'll usually peacock feathers come out. I leverage everything from banks. I pay back when I want to pay it back. You're going to lean in on the same as cash customer with a deferred interest payment on someone like that. They don't want to pay 7.99 or 7.5 or 9.9 or 10 or 11. They don't want to pay an interest rate. Whereas your customers that are on a budget, they don't care what the interest rate is. They need the thing. They want the thing. They have to have the thing. All they need to do is get to a price and a payment that works for them. Boom. You just expanded your customer base. Boost sales revenue. Financing empowers customers to make purchases they might postpone or forego due to budget constraints. Amen to that. We just talked about this with seasonal constraints, right? Well, this is kind of expensive. Let me think about it. And then you go into your rebuttal of, what do you mean? What's expensive? Define, right? Well, it's $20,000, Chris. We don't have $20,000. Oh, I can absolutely understand how you feel about that. But we found that most of our customers lean in on a monthly payment option or a 12 or 18 month same as cash. I can get that taken care of right now, the soft credit pull, the point of sale, see what we get you approved for. Sound good? You can finance this? Absolutely. Just like you financed your home, your Ashley's furniture, your electronic toothbrush from Amazon, your automobile. You can do the same thing in home improvements. Make it fit your budget. How's that sound? Boom. They're in the app. They're approved. Deal's closed. Immediate boost in sales can positively impact your bottom line, margin, P&L, everything else. Remember, I said, don't just have one sales rep that knows how to sell financing. If you have 15, could you imagine how this can positively impact your P&L? All of them offering financing early, always, and often. And that goes for door knocking and insurance and all this other stuff. You can finance the deductibles. You can finance the depreciation. You can finance the whole roof plus deductibles. You can do retail. You can do repair. You can finance pretty much everything in it, on it, or around it in the home improvement space. Customers tend to spend more when financing is available. Obviously, they find out that they're approved at $50,000 and the wife is sitting there looking at the husband going, can we do the upgraded one? So look, there's 3 buckets. There is the grudge purchase. Air conditioning and roofing is a grudge. Like, oh man, I can't believe we have to finance it. We have to buy this thing. Oh, damn, the air conditioner's out. I don't want to do another repair. Let's replace it. That's grudge. There's need want. That is, oh man, I really, really want a new floor. And we really need a new kitchen. Appliances are old and cabinets are old. We really need and want that. And then there's the ego purchase, the big hardscape waterfall into the pool that you get to invite all your friends over and be kind of proud. Your outdoor kitchen space. That's a need want as well, but it's also ego, depending upon how much you spend, right? So customers tend to spend more when financing is available as they focus on affordability. So when you show them that they're financed and approved in the system, in the portal in 30 seconds to $50,000, and then you show them how affordable that payment is, they tend to spend more, especially on things that they need, like air conditioning and ductwork and insulation. So it's not just about making the sale and making more money and helping the customer with the grudge, the need, the want, or the ego. Sometimes you're going to lower the efficiency like we did in our house. We did the insulation. We did the 5-zone Mitsubishi mini splits. Our electric bill's down. So whatever the payment is a month for that, it's mitigated. So boost your sales revenue. Good stuff. Increase average transactional value. Financing often leads to larger transaction sizes. We just talked about that. Good, better, and best. Customers empowered by the ability to pay over time may opt for higher end products. Different SEER ratings. My Mitsubishi system was $23,000. I could have put in a $12,000, $14,000 package unit. But I got approved for more money, so I spent more. And I'm from the industry. I've been doing financing for over 25 years. This wasn't some like slick sales guy that came in here. I knew that the value that I had in my mini split system would pay for itself. I knew that the warranty was great. I justified it. My wife and I talked about it. We bought it. We also had a lot of pain with our old package unit. Tons of repairs, tons of fixes. The increase in average transactional value directly contributes to your business revenue growth. All of these things that I train on in the program will lead to an increase. I would say, people say, hey, Chris, who do you like to work with? Well, I like to work with everybody because I've got a servant's heart. So I like to help everyone. However, My avatar of who I really want to help is that 1 million to 3 million. I like to get them to 5 to 7 by utilizing financing in their business. So if it costs $5,000 a year to hire me, your ROI on your first and second deal that I close for you, yes, I've literally gotten on the phone and closed deals. It pays for itself. And that's for your whole team. It isn't just for one of your salespeople or you. It's for your entire team. Operations, front desk, techs, comfort advisors, installers. I don't care who's in on the program. I'm teaching them all about financing. So when they're at Dunkin' Donuts and someone sees the truck and they ask them a question, hey, how expensive is it to get a roof? That installer can go, it isn't expensive at all. We've got financing. Give us a call. Have John explain. Are you following me on the opportunities that you might be missing because you're staring at one tree? $5,000. I know what your margins are. So don't say, oh, Chris, I can't afford $5,000 to hire you. Yeah, you can. What you're missing out on is way more than $5,000. I mean, if you hired a financing person in your office, it'd probably be 150 to 200,000 minimum that would do this stuff for you. So, all right, let's get to the next slide here. Building, my fingers. There we go. Building customer loyalty. Providing financing can foster long-term relationships with customers and the darn community. You do a good job and you give somebody something affordable, they're bragging about it. It's kind of like going to a great restaurant. You go to a good restaurant, you're telling 20 people. You go to an expensive restaurant, the bad's meal, you're also going to tell 40 people. It's the same thing in this. If you do a great job for your customers, you show up, you get that 5-star review and you make it affordable for them, they will be bragging to people in the neighborhood, friends, family, church. And then when your door hang in the other neighborhood saying, yeah, we helped Mr. Smith over there. He actually took advantage of one of our promotional offers, 18 months, same as cash. We've got a great thing going on right now with our lender. Are you interested in hearing about it? It's a soft credit pull. And in 30 seconds, I can find out what you guys are approved to without even impacting your credit score. What? Yeah, I'm looking at your unit right now. I'm looking at your roof right now. I'm looking at your siding right now. You really need a generator because it's hurricane season. We can make this super affordable for you. This is how you're going to expand your business. When they experience a smooth, hassle-free financing process and enjoy the benefits of flexible payment options, they will return. So the goal of the Doohickey and the mobile app is to make it a frictionless and painless process, paperless, painless, and frictionless process. So there's not a bunch of paperwork and they're not running down to a bank and they're not sending their tax returns in and their pay stubs and all the stuff you got to do if you're to send them somewhere else. Not to mention, if you send them somewhere else, you've just given all of your control up. They're gone, baby. They've seen your bid. They see that you cost $10,000. You've turned them into a cash buyer. They're going to get their money from their bank, the credit, personal loan, whoever the hell they're going to get the money from, and then they're going to call your competitors and see if they can do it for 92 or 95. You just gave away the sale. So if you offered financing at the point of sale through a smooth, hassle-free financing process, painless, paperless, immediate, soft credit pull, you'll lock them in immediately. Customer loyalty. They will be loyal to you because you're helping them there at the point of sale. Well, they don't have to go down to a bank. This new market that we're selling to, the new tech people, don't want to go anywhere. They want it and they want it now. I call this making your sale Amazon easy. Make your home improvement sale Amazon easy at the point of sale. Soft credit pull, instant approval to $150,000. Congratulations, you're approved. Let's get this thing locked and loaded. I'll get the permit pilled and we'll put this installed next week. What? You can do it that fast? Yeah. Well, where's the financing paperwork? There's some. You're all set. Yeah. Customer satisfied, they're likely to recommend a business. Of course. Just being able to do this easy and remove the friction will make the whole buying experience that much easier. Yeah. This is good stuff. Really glad I built this deck. Actually, Tiffany built this one. I'm just presenting it. Competitive edge. In the competitive market, businesses must differentiate themselves to stand out. Be a differentiator. In the program, we talk about what you're going to build on your website to help attract them, to stand out. The big key words. I'm not going to go into them now. That's the secret sauce. That's what people pay me for. 100% financing, easy apply, soft credit pull, no payments till 2026. Lots of stuff. Offering finance sets you apart for your competitors that aren't providing it. I said that earlier. When I train your sales reps and they know what to say and they're comfortable with it, we got the vernacular nailed down. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they're going to be using your money or you're going to be using ours? What do you mean? Well, boom, right? They're in the thing. If you don't sell them, because they're not sold because they got 2 or 3 other companies coming out for the bid, and you did a really good job, and you got them approved with a soft credit pull, or you explained to them how financing works and how it can make it affordable for them to buy this thing, and the other 2 guys that come in after don't, you're going to win the rehash. You'll see. Demonstrates commitment to customer satisfaction, convenience, giving the competitive edge to sway purchasing decisions in your favor. Yeah. Or even when you're up against a competitor, what a compelling offer when most of these lenders out there are only going to a 10 or a 15 year. And you can go to a 20. Remember, the longer the term, the lower the payment. There's no prepayment penalty. Sometimes customers don't care if it's 20 years on the thing that they're buying. They just want the low monthly payment option because they're selling their house in 2 to 3 years anyway, so they don't really care. They'll use the proceeds to pay the loan off. Oh, there's so much stuff to train and to teach you on this stuff, but the competitive advantage and the competitive edge to set yourself up as a differentiator on your door hangers, on your yard signs, on your postcards. When you see a Ashley Furniture commercial, they don't talk about the furniture and how crappy it is. They talk about the fact that you can fill your house with furniture and pay for it in 6 years. Competitive edge. Next steps. Where do we go from here? Embrace financing to unlock growth. First of all, you have to accept it. And then you have to understand, more importantly, to take action. Don't stare at the one tree in the forest. Just because you have one customer that's begging you for financing, the entire relationship between us and the lender is not on this one tree. It's on the entire forest. You're not paying me to just help you close one deal. You're paying me to train your entire organization and support you so you can close the entire, or at least present financing to all the damn trees. This puts a tremendous amount of pressure on me and you and that customer to perform. Don't just get signed up for financing for the one deal. This happens all the time. Contractors get enrolled through me with our lenders that work with us or any other my competitors, and they do nothing. They take zero action. They don't know how to get trained. They don't know how to express the enhanced customer relationships and how to go to market. They don't know how to market it. They don't know how to advertise it. They have no idea to do how these 3 things: get enrolled, get trained, go to market, and advertise. They don't know how to do those. And then more importantly, they never take action. Or they do the one deal and they put financing, which is a tool, back in the toolbox and never utilize it again. Don't do that. You don't have to. You've got me. I will support you and teach you how to do this. Your entire organization. All right? Don't go at this alone. All right, harness the power of financing, the power through the program. I built the program to give you the tech, the tools, and the training to make all this stuff that we talked about today come together. It's a 12-month program to help you achieve a successful finance program in your business. We ain't just doing one tree. It's a process. We get you enrolled. We train you. We make your team feel comfortable on how to present this thing. We got a private community, I'll go to the next slide. I think I made a list. You got direct ag. Oh, it's not 12 months. It's 14 months. It's a 14-month arrangement for $5,000. So I get you connected and enrolled with the proper unsecured lending solution. We have 7 lenders that we partnered up with. One of them will be the right one for you. You're going to get a proprietary secured lending solution. It's for program members only. Secured from $15,000 to $400,000 at the point of sale, soft credit pull. That's a proprietary lending solution. That's for when somebody wants to use the equity in their home, when they don't want an unsecured, or they don't or can't get approved for the unsecured lending solution. I don't want your sales reps to leave without helping that customer, or at least going down every possible lane we can go to get them approved. By the time I'm done training your reps, they may have exhausted 3 or 4 different sources to go get that person money. And if they can't get it by the 5th, they could have never got it anyway. Okay? So you have a proprietary secured lending solution through the program. You have direct access to our business finance advisors. We have business lending over here as well within the program. You're going to have direct access to the advisors that have been in business like me for over 17 years. I've been doing this for 25, by the way. So when you need a business capital, merchant processing, line of credit, SBA, equipment loan, you get on the phone with one of our advisors to talk about what your needs are. That stops you from going all over the internet to these who knows pop-up websites. You get on with a trusted advisor to talk about your capital, and you deal with them directly. Direct access to our marketing team and audit group. We do a full audit on where you're at and where you're going on your business. What is your finance page saying? Do you have a finance page? We do a full audit on all of your current social media, your content, everything. Because these things run hand in hand. Because you're going to be offering financing, you're going to have a link on your website. You're going to be offering on Facebook. You're going to be running ads. You're going to be talking about your organic content. You need to let your community know that you have affordable finance solutions now. Our marketing team and audit group will help you build that stuff out. You're going to meet with me at minimum 2 times a month. Your entire team, we meet twice a month, direct. Boom, just like this. It will be more because I can't shut up about how awesome this stuff is. So I'll be shoving stuff down your throat all the time. We've got a private Facebook community where you have direct access to me every single day, even on Sundays. Try not to do that during church, though. Marketing handbook, marketing site audits, all sorts of different deliverables that we send you. Marketing integrity training, margin integrity training, very special training, 101, 102, 205 training for your team on the basics of what finance is, how to talk about it, how to feel comfortable about it, right? Because not everybody knows what an indirect loan is, or a secured loan, or a deferred payment, or same as cash. I got to start with the terminology for your team so they're comfortable. So you get all the sales training. Matrix flow, what happens and how do you handle an objection at the point of sale? When they ask, I don't want this, I want that. We teach you that. Scoville in the back pocket, I like that. I did. I closed a deal for a member last week. He was very appreciative. I also do fly in. So I'm flying out to Texas next week to go meet with 2 of our clients. So that's extra, of course. You're going to pay for my travel and all that stuff. Go to market training. Don't just get enrolled with a lender and sit there. You have to know how to go to market. Anybody can go and enroll with all the different lenders that are out there. I can't promise you that your team's going to know what to do once you're enrolled. Or if you're just going to help that one customer and you're going to put it on the shelf and you're going to let all your competitors walk all over you that actually know how to offer financing. I ain't in control of that. But if you hire me, I can probably help you go to market with this stuff. You're going to have a portal and a program manager from your unsecured lending platform and your secured lending platform. So you'll have all of that direct senior account management. We have merchant credit card processing if you need to tag that onto your business. Marketing website, asset guides. We got all sorts of stuff. So here's the investment. It costs $5,000 for 14 months. We discussed this earlier. I know what your margins are. I know that if I can close you one deal, it'll pay for it. If I can close you one deal, it'll pay for the investment for the program. So I think it's fair that we could say, yeah, Chris, you're right. You're probably worth it. You got me for 14 months. You got 17 guys. I'm going to make some sales for you to make sure that you pay for the investment of hiring me. So, thanks for checking this out. Thanks for spending 35 minutes here with me. Maybe a little long-winded. I'm in the mood today. Saturday, I don't care. So if you're interested in discussing the program or you want to get started, I'm here. Reach out to me. I'm sure there's a link somewhere wherever you're watching this, and I'll walk you through the program. I'll get you enrolled, and we'll get the lender enrollments going for you. I look forward to working with you. More importantly, I'm very passionate about helping businesses grow. I love success for you because that knows that we're doing something good for the marketplace, and not just for the marketplace. This isn't about money. Remember, the end user, the consumer, is the one that really wins in this because they need the thing, they want the thing, they have to have it, and we're giving them affordability. on the things that you sell and install. So it really keeps running back to the customers and then the people that they refer to you. So lifetime value of your business. Anyway, reach out to me. I'm here to help. Have a blessed day. We'll talk to you soon.